Hi, you guys. My name is Lenisha. I am a wise counsel, divination practitioner, holistic consultant, multifaceted advisor, and many more things. If you are ever looking for readings, advice, life coaching, or mentorships, and the list does go on, please make sure you reach out to me. I'll also post other content like gaming, podcast, thing content, and more. Right now, I am going to be doing a reading, and it's going to be a love reading. So this can resonate as far as like 11 months later, 5 years from now. It's a timeless reading. It can also be confirming things of the past, present, and future. So only take what resonates for you. This is not a personal message for any of you guys in particular. This is just a collective. Anyone is able to get a message, but do not forget that it is not a personal message for you in particular. So only take what resonates and leave the rest. All right. This video will be uploaded to my YouTube if you cannot stay for the full video. Welcome back in, welcome back in, welcome to the new faces as well. Thank you so much for the gifts, love. I appreciate it. All right. Okay. Someone most definitely could be manifesting you. Okay. Something could have been happening slowly and steadily. There could be things that you're doing on your behalf as well. Okay, this is giving divine masculine energy. A lot of you guys could be manifesting a divine masculine, or there's someone manifesting you who's in a more stable energy. Okay, this could be somebody who you are in a relationship with. So some of y'all, you in a relationship. For others of you guys, you are possibly single. Okay, wow. Judgment, Magician. Some of you guys could have already called judgment on a situation, or you will call judgment on a situation. This is talking about love and union, choosing each other, choosing to love each other. And then the death is the other energy, letting go, releasing, death and rebirth. Ace of Swords, Five of Pentacles. Okay. This is a ride or die energy. This is a, I don't want you for this or for that. I just genuinely want to be with you. This is not a user energy. This is not an opportunist energy. Some of you guys, this could be someone from your past. This could be someone that you're currently dating, or this could be a new person who you haven't experienced yet, or who you have not become romantically involved with. With the Magician out here, like I said, this could be your energy, or it could be other people. Just apply it to how it fits. You're being manifested, or you're manifesting a divine masculine. Judgment has been called. There's some type of awakening or rebirth here. Death and rebirth, literally the death and the judgment energy. Emperor. Some of you guys are coming into a new version of self, putting in that work. See, this isn't work that was done overnight. This is work that has been going on for some time and still will possibly be going on for another year or so. Could be less, could be longer. It all depends on you, like who you are. You could be deciding on if you want to stay or leave something, or someone could be deciding, like planning out their life. There's some type of truth here, some type of clarity here in the Tower. Some of you guys could have experienced something that happened out of the blue. This possibly could have been something that was chaotic, destructive, whatever the case may be. Scorpio, Aries, Gemini, Libra energy could be significant. You could have these placements somewhere in your chart. This could be the other person's energy, or these signs could just be significant. You know, they also have their own individual meanings as well. All right, so where is that deck? Okay. Somebody wants to communicate something to you, reveal something to you. Or wants something to be revealed. Peacocks are significant. Horses. You are most definitely irreplaceable. And this person knows this. They feel that the way that you love can never be matched. Okay. So some of you guys, you're in a relationship with your person. Of course, if you know, because I can say this, and for some of you guys, that message may not be for you. So only, once again, take what resonates. For others of you guys, you could be single, and you are manifesting something more stable. A person who operates as a leader, a protector, a divine masculine. For others of you guys, you are in this energy, or God itself is manifesting something in your life, your love life in particular. You're coming into a certain version of yourself, and you're also manifesting a specific version of someone. Maybe something was let go of. There was an ending here, or you're encouraged to let go and release something, whether that's outdated thinking, negativity, things that no longer serves you, okay? Because I'm seeing an ascension here. I'm seeing an awakening, a judgment being made on something. Someone just made a decision about something. Okay, so this is right in alignment. This is like the start of something happening. Some of you guys, you could have been through different relationships to get to where you are now. I could be talking to someone who is like hardworking. Something could have been done in a routine way as well. Something just, maybe some type of work. Finances is coming out in the love read, but a lot of times if it's like, if I'm doing a love read, I want to mention finances like in a small way and mainly look at it in a love way. But there could have been some type of struggle here, some type of lack. Things are happening for a reason. How is this person feeling about the collective? So they feel that you're irreplaceable, and they could be in this space of reflecting or needing to reflect. All right. Being away from you has allowed me to gain clarity. Okay, so that's where that clarity energy was coming. I'm like, this is some type of truth, some type of idea or communication or whatever the case may be. Somebody could want to talk to you. From the Two of Cups. Yeah. This person says they don't want to chase anymore. They don't care about anyone else. They mainly want you type energy. Some of these people could be chasing after you, but they're possibly being a bit subtle about it. So this may not be something that you realize. Maybe this, there could have been previous things that needed to be worked on, like runner-chaser dynamic, and now that's manifesting into something a little bit more healthier, or whatever the case may be. It really all depends. There's many ways that I can interpret the message, and I kind of want to stay as general and biased as possible to let you guys fill in the blanks of your own life. Confirm this Two of Wands. All right, so with this Two of Wands here, deciding to stay or leave something, right? Hope is coming out in the reverse. So maybe someone has lost hope about the situation. This could be you, especially if this person is, like, it could be them as well. Like, maybe this person is deciding, maybe I should just give up, because maybe they don't feel like you guys will talk again or connect again. But for others of you guys, this is you. You're at this energy of deciding to stay or leave something because maybe you just lost hope. Like, maybe you've kind of given up on the situation. You or them. It really all depends. If that doesn't resonate for you, leave a message for someone else, because it's probably not your message, or maybe this is something that has yet to happen. Somebody could be feeling guilty of the habits that they had, because I feel like somebody was causing pain or damage continuously. This person possibly lost hope within themselves, feeling like Dang, will I ever change? Like, or maybe some of you guys feel like, will this person ever change? I feel like there was a lot of misunderstandings going on. Confirm the Emperor. Oh, yeah. Somebody broke your trust. You and this person could feel very much shattered about the situation. See, the stability, the solidness is broken. Like, so that could have been trust, that could have been the foundation of the relationship, something. It's just broken. Or this could be a person in particular, especially with it being Emperor, but I know the Emperor doesn't just labels a person. It can also be a situation, a foundation, or whatever the case may be. So maybe some type of foundation is broken, or someone feels that it was, you know, because they got hurt. I'm seeing someone crying and their makeup or mascara is falling down. Gender fluid by all means, okay? Confirm the Magician. We got reveal. So something is, it says, I want to tell you the truth. Coming out with the Magician. Magic. Manifestation. Having all the tools and resources that one needs. On the back, unappreciated. So I feel like a lot of you guys gave all that you could give, and somebody possibly still showed up and did you a particular way. This person wants to tell you the truth about something, or maybe divine intervention is at play, revealing certain things within self, within them, or within the relationship overall. Specifically within them, I feel like this is helping them see something as well of their own issues and problems, and helping them realize you are actually someone that they can go very far with. You could have felt like this person didn't care, or maybe they feel like you didn't care. Confirm this Death. Don't forget to give me a follow, or you may never see my face again. If you guys want to get on the list, right now I am doing $7 questions and $25 readings. This is a collective, only take what resonates. It's not a personal message for anyone in particular. I'm just reading the cards and using my intuition, okay? Now, Death, time to let go, release, endings, time to neglect it. Yeah, so maybe, you know, like I said, someone lost hope in this situation. Somebody kept doing something in a way that didn't really serve them. It kept hurting them or whatever, and they, you know, pretty much ended the situation because they felt neglected. Or maybe this other person is allowing the connection to end because they feel like they didn't really give you what you needed, right? So some of these people, they can actually have some type of potential, but we don't go based off potential, right? We don't just go strictly off that. Just like how when they say it takes more than love. And I mean, when people operate in love in a way that's like healthy, then it won't really take more than that, because love is like, that's the most powerful thing. But of course, when there's like a struggle or an imbalance within that, then of course it's going to take more than, oh, I love you, because this does not show that. Obviously, collective doesn't feel like you care, or whoever the current is that I'm talking to, because some of you guys could be cross watchers or whatever the case may be. But maybe someone didn't feel seen, heard, loved, cared for. Confirm Judgment. Yeah, something has been revealed. Something that was hidden, whether it was a secret or something that was just hidden overall, it has been revealed. That's why a decision is being made, or a decision is now able to be made, because something is literally illuminated, or it will be. Confirm the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, so this is literally talking about values, okay? Whether it's finances or not. Some of you guys feel that you all have too many differences. Somebody has been on this long journey. Do know that time heals all wounds. Okay. Of course, when you're in the energy of pain and apathy, etc., that's all you're going to pretty much see. Versus a person who is in the space of forgiveness and healed energy, right? So if you feel like this person doesn't align with you, your values, etc., then okay, that makes sense of why you're moving forward, how you're moving forward, and keep setting boundaries and standing your ground within that. But make sure you heal at the end of the day. resentment, bitterness, etc. It does not serve you. It doesn't serve the other person. It doesn't serve the connection overall. Your heart chakra does not exist just so you can love other people. It exists so that you can love life, love yourself, love all things, see the beauty in things, really important things, okay? This can also play a huge part in your motivation and everything else. And I know motivation at times can be overrated, right? Because a lot of messages, some of you guys may have seen messages that say, well, if you allow yourself to wait on motivation or inspiration, but just take the messages how it resonates. Some of you guys are in this energy of being able to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Yeah, I feel like somebody has something good and they fumbled it. Somebody, they could have been dishonest. See, lying is what really tore the connection apart, ripped you guys apart. But this person feels that they still have unfinished business with you, and maybe you feel like you have unfinished business with yourself. Maybe some of y'all like, man, I got a duty and a promise to myself that I need to fulfill and upend, especially since you've been breaking promises. I need to focus on me, Lucius. I got to put me first, Lucius. Okay. Some of you guys, you're not having your hand out in situations. You're getting it done on your own. Okay, or you're actually wanting to build a more secure foundation within yourself and your own finances and everything else. Giving somebody the power to feed you is like giving them the power to starve you. So I can understand how you guys want to be more independent or enjoy the fruits of your labor. Some of you guys could be being more selfish. Somebody could be on this independent journey while the other person is like, we still got unfinished business. What you mean independent? And that's the problem. That's why you guys are separated now, because they have to learn the value of individuality. Like, if you don't see things in a particular way, if it's just y'all have to be on the same page, honestly. So maybe eventually you can get on the same page, and if not, that's fine, because you're attracting somebody who you will be on the same page with. Somebody is afraid that it's too late to take action. You or them. Confirm the Ace of Swords. Chemistry. Yeah, so there's no secret, no denying that there is still chemistry between you two. Or if you feel like you fell out of love with this person and there's no chemistry, then this is their energy rather than yours, or both of you guys. So someone feels that they never felt a passion this intense. So they can't even hide this if they tried, or they couldn't even lie about it, or be like deny it. It's a blind man can see, you know, how intense or passionate this person feels. Even when it comes to your intellect, your thoughts, your ideas, or whatever the case may be, it's not something that's just desire or lust or feeling or whatever the case may be. Confirm the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, so self-love was necessary on your behalf and on their behalf. And a lot of times some people feel like this whole, oh, let's do this journey thing together. Let's heal together. And a lot of times they get really disappointed when they realize you have to go your separate ways, you know. And there's nothing wrong with that, you know. Your true superpower in the world is that nobody else can be you. You know, take time to appreciate yourself and cherish yourself. A lot of times we get so crazy about relationships and this and that. Of course, because it's normalized. The white picket fence, marriage, kids, the dog, the cat. It's all normalized. But what's not normalized is people doing things alone. Operating like this, operating like that. We've always been connecting with people, whether it's school. You never really had that time for self. This is the time to really get to know yourself, to really fall in love with self. We always fall in love with other people and loving and dating up and doing all this before we really even knowing what we liked, anything. I know y'all see the world today, how certain people, they normalize things and pass things on and projected things on people that was so not important, so backwards, right? So someone is still trying to heal. That's why they weren't able to show up in a way, you know, in a particular way, whether it was you, whether it was them. Because some of y'all, you tried to give someone a chance again. Some of y'all, this is not talking about someone that you've dated or that you even know, right? So that's why I'm saying just take the messages how they fit. But with the Five of Pentacles energy here representing that lack energy, whether you're tying it to finances, love, regardless of how you want to put it, self-love is confirming that energy. So it says, I am still trying to heal, right? Somebody is still trying to heal their finances, their internal world, their heart, whatever the case may be. Confirm. Something of the relationship could have also been in the public eye. Birds could be significant. Alarms. Confirm reflection. This person most definitely could have been a reflection. They could have been mirroring things back to you that you needed to work on and vice versa. Twin flame dynamics could be a thing. Reflection is coming out with the World card. It says, being away from you has allowed me to gain clarity. With the World here, it usually talks about achievements, success, completing of a completion, closing out a chapter. So this ending has actually brought more awareness to something, more growth to something than one realizes. So when you think, oh, break up, sad, it really shouldn't be looked at as sad. Just like how death shouldn't be looked at as terrifying and, oh my gosh, someone died. Like, you know, especially when it's like literally gonna happen. So I feel like this reshaping of one's world of life. See, when something is built on faulty foundation, it has to come tumbling down anyway. That's like trying to literally build a building, but the foundation is literally imbalanced, etc. Eventually it's going to tip, it's going to do this, it's going to whatever. It's not as solid, it's not as stable. So that's like coming into a connection while a person is, you know, they have this trait of being a liar. You know, the other person has this trait of jealousy wounds. Like, you're coming into connections with things that you need to work on. So obviously, this is not just gonna vanish and go away just because you find somebody who looks nice or who tugs on your heartstrings. The problems, the issues, they will still be there. It's mainly about if collective in this person is going to do the work internally so that things can shift externally. It's all up to us. See, we have free will. So either you can move forward, focus on yourself, and come into, you know, a more aligned connection, which is already like, these things are already taking place based off what you do, what you don't do. Things are already maneuvering in play, this and that, right? But the only thing is that we have our own free will. Some people, they try to work on the connection itself, but it takes two. People have to do their own individual work. You can't force it down their throat. You can't try to make them see what you see. You know, that's like trying to persuade someone with the belief system of Christianity to believe in spirituality. It's just not going to work, okay? They're going to look at you like you the devil itself. I rebuke you, okay? You can't, like, you got to let people come into things on their own. You know, and at the end of the day, you can't self-sacrifice and put your needs, you know, below everyone else's. So if something is not working out, don't force it. We don't chase around here. We attract. Maybe a person will get it together. Maybe they won't. That's not for you to be stressed out about. Because at the end of the day, you choose you, right? And if you don't do that, then that's work that you got to do. Turn weaknesses into strengths. Confirm irreplaceable. These people know that you're irreplaceable in all ways. They feel like you guys work great together. They see you in their dreams. You possibly are their dream or ideal partner, actually. Even with your own stuff that you're working on or whatever the case may be, still growing and coming into, they honestly feel like you're irreplaceable. They are literally a crush. This is like your crush. For some of y'all, this person has been knowing you for years now, and they still, like, they fall in love with you again and again. Some of you guys could be goofy, or they could be more of this like clown type, like they goof around or whatever the case may be. They do dumb stuff. Or maybe this could be you. this person's intuition says that you're irreplaceable. It's not just something that's like, oh, they're just love struck right now. No, this is like a deep feeling. Something about the bearer of fruit. Some of these people, maybe some of you guys, you are someone who, you know, is healthy. You're probably vegan or a fruit person or whatever the case may be. You're big on this type of stuff. So it's like mentally, physically, spiritually, financially. It's like you meet, like it's like grand energy. Like some people may look at this as rare to come by. So when someone comes around this energy, it's like, you know, but even the most grandest person in the world can come into somebody's life, and if a person is still able to fumble that, they will. It's not necessarily that you aren't as great as you are or whatever the case may be. If this is your message, it's mainly certain things that they need to work on, you know. And don't get me wrong, like I said, some things that you guys can work on yourself. Some of you guys possibly have insecurities, and you know, you take things personal, and like you have a certain outlook on life. Just as this person, they had mother wound, father wound, embarrassment wound, childhood dream shattered, whatever. We all have our traumas, right? But a lot of times, see, you know how some people be like, that simp word? This person don't care nothing about that. This person don't care nothing about that. They like, if I'm a simp, I'm a simp. I don't care. I ain't finna lose this person. Like some of them, they probably had to, you know, break out of that. Like the whole, oh my gosh, I'm being so mushy. Like what you supposed to be, hard and exterior towards somebody who you have feelings for? Like it doesn't matter that you're a masculine. You were taught, oh, if you cry, you're this. If you do this, you're that. You know, I feel like some of these people have to unlearn things, you know. So like I said, for something to be built on solid foundation, especially after it was already built on faulty, all of that just has to come tumbling down. And it's up for this person and you individually to do your own work. And then maybe when you come back again, it'll be better than it was. Y'all learn what to do, what not to do. But hey, if y'all just want to move forward and go into new connections, then this is also on the brink of being manifested. Because I feel like overall, some of you guys didn't necessarily manifest a particular person, but mainly a particular energy. So this can come in any form, any size, whether it's romantically or not, whether it's somebody from your past or not. If you have a belief that, you know, you don't do the whole past people or whatever, then of course that probably won't resonate for you, right? Just take what resonates. But for other people who believe in all this reconciliation and all this stuff, don't forget that it takes two. You also got to pay attention to the reality of everything. So just instead of trying to create life goals, etc., in the midst of someone else, surround this with you, yourself, and you know, the whole me, myself, and I. Surround that with just you wholeheartedly. Don't worry about somebody else, because then you're going to start settling. You're going to start lowering your standards, which is the same thing as settling everything else. So if you want something, your heart's desires, a lot of you guys, heart's desire energy is not just, oh, finances, a relationship. It's mainly, I want to feel at peace. I want to feel free. I want to feel this, and that. Something that's like depth, you know? It's not like surface level stuff. I want someone, you say you can want a committed relationship, eternal love, someone who, it's this song, she was like, you touched my soul before you touched my body type energy. So keep standing your ground within that. Don't ever feel like it doesn't exist. Of course, it'll seem like it doesn't really exist if you never experienced it before. That's usually what happens, especially if you start, you know, going down this negative thinking, you know. And I assume negative thinking can come from the things that didn't work out, the disappointments, etc. But you don't have to. That's the whole point of you working on things and healing things. You got to go back to that time where you were a dreamer, you know, initiate things, had hope, etc. You or this person just lost hope in something. If it's this person, they lost hope in other things in their life, not necessarily with you, right? But if you lost hope in one area of your life, you most definitely can lose it in others. If you have fear in one area of your life, you most definitely can have that fear in others. That's what I accumulated as I was experiencing life on my own. I realized if I'm insecure in one area of my life, I most definitely can have insecurities in another. If I'm insecure because I got cheated on in a relationship and I never really healed that, sat with that, you know, work through that, then this energy can surface again. Even if somebody comes into my life who's very much new and they possibly trigger me in some type of way. Maybe they did something that was, some type of deceit or betrayal to make me feel a type of way. Maybe they had wandering eyes. Maybe they lied. Maybe whatever. It's going to trigger that wound, especially because it never was healed. Now, maybe they can get away with it one time, but when that mind get a grip of, I can't trust you, it's over with. When they made you feel insecure about something, it's over with. So if you already have an insecurity within relationships, you can start feeling insecure within self, right? It doesn't have to just be limited to, oh, well, no, that just happened to me in that relationship, because it's energy, right? Like, it's not just limited to a noun, person, place, or thing. Basically, I'm just saying it can manifest in any form. It doesn't have to just be in one area. So, of course, if hopelessness exists in your reality as it is, or in your life, in your mind, it can most definitely go on over into other areas. You was hopeless on getting that job offer or getting that apartment because, or whatever the case may be, which means you can most definitely feel hopeless when it comes to you coming into a healthy relationship or this and that. Like, that's what I mean, if that makes sense. But yeah, rejection could be a thing. Somebody could have a rejection wound. But there's unfinished business here. You just need to make sure that you're in alignment with self. Don't get out of alignment and try to force something and do this and do that. Certain things are outside of your control. Let it be. Focus on things that are in your control. So if you want a reality that's filled with honest people, people who are not walking liabilities, etc., then attract that. Stand your ground. Do the work that you need to do if necessary. And that will come. Believe that it will come. Trust that it will come. See, a lot of y'all, you just need to trust, have hope, etc. And then I'm being called to say a lot of times when you're in this desperate energy, that's when you really get to settling. That's why I'm saying turn weaknesses into strengths. What do you know that needs your focus, needs your attention? Any more messages here for the collective regarding this person, how they feel about the collective? This person is manifesting the collective. I feel like this person just wants to express how they feel to you. So expect some type of communication of them, like some type of emotion. It's like emotional though. Like think of the Page of Cups. If you're not like a tarot reader, you probably will not know what that means, but it's like something like someone expressing something emotionally or whatever the case may be. Yeah, the same cards are coming out. Irreplaceable, chemistry, reveal. So but somebody wants to tell you some type of truth. They don't want to hide anything anymore. The thing is, nothing can be hidden anymore. Especially because some of you guys, you really tapped in for real. Or this person just does not want to, like, they don't want to operate in a particular energy. They don't care to. They don't have it in them to, you know. You're welcome. Yeah, so you guys are headed towards calmer waters as you release and let go of certain things. There's an ending here. But it's not, once again, with the death thing, how we shouldn't feel, oh, scared, terrifying, oh my gosh. It hurts. They're dead. Like, it's just a transition, you know? So it's like life going from ups and downs, rockiness, obstacles, trial after tribulation after tribulation after tribulation, trial after trial after trial after trial, right? And now it's coming into more smooth sailing. These are beautiful, beautiful artwork. Some of you guys have been very resilient on this journey. You could be experiencing headaches. You could have some type of wound or bandage or scar or something. But a lot of you guys are drained of energy. And you're possibly still in this warrior, soldier, a tin hut. I'm, you know, on the look. But it's like, it's okay. It's okay to let go of, you know, like if you look at this little panda, pandas could be significant. It's almost like, and I understand Coraline, the movie, could be significant as well. But it's almost as if they're like stunned on something, like just like had this away. But all that's necessary on your end is to heal. All right, especially with this Five of Cups energy here. And a lot of you guys possibly already received this type of clarity. Sometimes, like I said, it's difficult to operate in a certain energy while other energies exist, right? It'll possibly be hard to throw a smile on your face when you're upset, angry, sad, whatever, right? That's why I'm saying give yourself enlightenment about things. Some of you guys have already had some type of truth or clarity to help you move forward in some type of way. You just need to remind yourself of it. Or maybe some of you guys found out some type of truth or had clarity on a situation, and this possibly hurt you, right? Past relationships that didn't work out, emotions, negative emotions that still arise to this day. But these are all from things that happened in the past. You're being encouraged to move forward, not with bitterness, not with resentment, but forgiveness, open heart chakra, etc. These endings, you don't have to look at them as the way that, like, in such a gloomy or dark way. Some of y'all, you still have hatred or regrets or resentment or bitterness or just negative emotions towards things that have happened in the past, relationships that didn't work out, etc. You gotta let anything go that is not serving you in today's time. Because I'm seeing the mind and one's external reality, or whatever this is tying to, moving into calmer waters. There's some type of healing energy, like, think of like a refresher, rejuvenation, not even rejuvenation, but just heading into calmer waters. So some of you guys who have experienced like a relationship ending, look at it as this was all connected and necessary. Today is February 28th. It's the last day of the month, allegedly. Okay. It is a Saturday. I think it's a Saturday. It's currently 5:59 a.m. Angel number 6, angel number 13 could be significant. You can look at these numbers together. 6, 13. You don't have to. 6 in tarot is usually the number of, you know, getting answers to your problems, or answers to your questions and gaining solutions to your problems, right? Type of energy. In numerology, it can mean something a bit different. You can always look up the angel numbers if you would like. Thank you. Appreciate that. And Scorpio energy out here, which can tie to secretive, transformation. Maybe you can have Scorpio placements. Maybe you should check which house that falls in. Up. Okay. But yeah, this is most definitely giving death and rebirth. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Then I remember that saying where they had said, nothing lasts forever or something like that. Not in like a negative way, and for you to be like, oh my gosh, me and my partner won't work out, it's just temporary. Nothing like that. It's just, you know, when you think of like, if like an ending happens, you know, look at it like a part of the next step to get to a space of tranquility and healing, and, you know, whatever the case may be. Now, angel number 13, I look at angel number 13 as the divine feminine, but you can look at it however you want. However I see things, view things, whatever my truth is, doesn't mean that it has to be yours or the whole entire world's. Believe what you believe in, stick to your own knowings. But for me personally, divine feminine energy could be significant for angel number 13. Some people like to subtract or add the numbers together to create one digit. So 1 plus 3 or 3 minus 1 for them to get their angel number, or they just look at the whole number itself, 13, with its own meaning. Okay. Oh, thank you. Sometimes people even break it down as like time frames or like months, right? January 3rd, for example. Or with the 6 over here, I think that's June 13th. Yeah, that's June, or the beginning of June, or the beginning of January, right? But a lot of newness, huh? A lot of beginnings and endings. So beginnings and endings, yeah. So there's something that you or this person is still needing to heal from that has happened in the past. Somebody is still dwelling on something that needs to be healed. That chapter needs to most definitely be closed out so that this current chapter can be closed out. Well, something is naturally already coming to a close, so maybe I'm picking up on different chapters of a situation. Like, there's about 5 books that are open, and there's like chapter 1, chapter 15, chapter 35, chapter 2. It's like that chapter has ended. Now they're on to chapter 3, and then this chapter is still ongoing, but it's almost over with. And then the other, like, it's a lot going on though for somebody. Yeah, someone has work to do on their heart chakra for sure. They could kind of be a bit logical towards things, be more head over heart towards things. Someone, there could be like something going on with someone's eyes. I don't know if this sounds insensitive to say cross-eyed or lazy eye or anything like that, but it's something going on with the eyes or the vision. Could be a thing. I'm about to get ready to go ahead and close out this read, you guys. But if you do want to get on the list, please let me know in the comments. All you have to do is click the link in my bio and scroll all the way down to payment options. I have like several different payment options. Today, I am doing $7 questions and $25 readings. This is, once again, a collective for anyone who is just now joining in. This was basically a love message. Mainly was picking up on romance, but love readings don't have to just be limited to romantic connections. It can be platonic. It can be, you know, self-love and different stuff like that. There go that magician energy again. Temperance, yeah, balance, tranquility, peace, literally. So maybe this ending or whatever this is bringing forth balance, tranquility, peace. Helping one get back in tune with their inner child. Maybe inner child work could be significant. Gifts, sharing, volunteering, charity. Like, it's like some of you guys took on something that you really didn't have to, and it just shows where your heart is, honestly. But there most definitely Could have been some type of disagreements, arguments, fights, internal conflict. Somebody is coming up as a Queen of Cups. Mother figures could be significant, could play a specific role in the near future of events. Usually representing water energy, emotions, someone who's nurturing, compassionate, intuitive, very much psychic energy. Loving, will give someone the shirt off their back. Now I'm picking up on mediator energy, especially with this email popping up on my screen. We got 606 on the clock. We got 9.1K likes. Thank you for that. That could be a very significant angel number. Angel number 14, angel number 35, 0100, 999. Eights are significant. I thought of 888, but just didn't say it. But eights are significant. I didn't say it because I feel like it was just going to trickle down just like how it is now. Now I'm thinking of 777. Now 555. Now 444. Okay, but angel numbers are most definitely significant. I may go ahead and pull you guys some. It's Judgment again. So the same cards are pretty much coming out. I used the Golden Journey Pocket Deck today. Love the artwork. Trying to find that one card. But yeah, don't take anything personal how people show up. It just really reflects back what they need to work on. And a lot of people bring up things that you also could do more work on yourself. Some things are just saying, will the collective lower their standards? I don't like telling people that they're being tested because a lot of times I feel like that can really cause stress on people's journey. Feeling like, am I doing something wrong? Am I doing something right? I just don't like stressing people out, child. I don't like to be stressed out. So try to be mindful in the type of messages that I give out. That's why I try to remind you guys, only take what resonates for you, leave what doesn't. If something seems confusing, whatever, just leave it. Maybe it'll resonate later and make sense when it clicks. Maybe it's just not for you. Okay, I'm trying to see what last deck I want to use for you guys. If anyone is wanting to get on the list, please let me know. Other than that, this YouTube, not YouTube, I was going to say this YouTube video, but this live will be uploaded to my YouTube. If you guys missed the beginning and if you can't stay furthermore for the end. Thank you guys for coming in and contributing to the live. Okay, I see 2 shares. Thank you for that. Some likes on the screen. I appreciate it. The throat chakra, the crown chakra, the heart chakra for this collective is significant. And I'm also picking up something more deeper. Like, I don't know if that's the sacral or the root, solar place, something. Really, all the chakras are very important in, you know, but I'm just, let's see what last deck I want to use for you guys. Thank you so much for the donuts. Go ahead and wrap it up. Yeah, I don't really feel like anything else needs to be added to that. I mean, it can be, but... Okay, I'll pull you guys some of these love messages, oracle cards. Spirit animals or animals overall could be significant. Ooh. Intuition, most definitely. Ooh, it's a lot of stuff going on. Yeah. Open yourself to love. Be present. Okay, nothing has gone wrong. Have faith. We got to keep the door open. deepening, and put yourself first. So above everything, regardless, put yourself first. Okay, but that doesn't mean we have to operate from, just be mindful of operating from scarcity mindset, survival mode, low vibrational energy overall, even if that's hate, etc. Reconciliation, this person most definitely talking about a past situation for those of you who resonated with it. So I know some of you guys, you probably don't want anything to do with your past, and some of you guys, you're manifesting someone new. I'm seeing unconditional love and let go of the need to control. Then I had thought of, you know, love people as they are. I'm not saying accept anything, but I'm just saying, you know, flaws is one thing, baggage is another. Okay, so keep that in mind. We don't want the baggage, honey. We don't want the baggage. But actions do speak louder than words, okay? So if someone is not in alignment with your values, etc., then see if there's some type of internal work that needs to be done, as well as work on their end, and, you know, do it. If these people don't come in the energy that resonates with you, then, you know, maybe you will attract that energy when you keep on pouring into that specifically. But allow people to meet you where you are. Don't settle, you know, because this is preventing people from growth and healing and a lot of other things. So if y'all know that y'all disconnected from people for a reason, because of toxicity, etc., your own wounds, then you're pretty much on the right path. This ended for a reason. It was most definitely in divine timing. And, you know, just allow something to end. Release control. I'm sure people are, based on the lessons that they've accumulated from the relationship, you know, and in their own timing, healing, growing, you know, everything like that. And same for you. Maybe you guys will meet again. Maybe you'll meet someone new. But the main thing is that you're creating the reality that you want to live in. Not settling and hoping and this and that. And I don't mean hoping in like a negative aspect. I mean just, you know, demanding. Like, oh, I hope that my life... No, I demand my life is this. And you know what? I'm going to create that. Simple. But someone from your past is or will be returning to your life soon. The love between you and your person is eternal. Nothing and no one can take it away from you. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. Basically, let go of the need to control. All right? Don't forget, you are enough. See, a lot of times we go on this chaser energy because we apparently need to master self-love, or at least do more work in that aspect. But you are enough. You are worthy. All right, the person you are meant to be with will love you the way that you are. You won't need to change anything. Any more messages here for the collective? On the back of the deck, we got redirect your thoughts, especially when some negativity is popping up or when it comes to you reaching your goal. All right, it says focus on what you want to attract in this relationship, not on what you fear will happen. All right, so yeah, fears most definitely could be a thing, which is also a problem, you know. It can be a part of the whole faulty foundation thing, right? So things are coming to light for a reason, and yeah, reaching your goal, everything you want from this connection will manifest in the near future. Remember I was telling y'all about the manifestations. So just, you know, keep these things in mind, whether it's a new person or not. Just keep this in mind. But remember, it has nothing to do with self-sacrificing, self-delusion, not choosing yourself. At the end of the day, it still has a lot to do with choosing yourself. Okay? Love oracles. I'm gonna pull you guys a few messages from here because I kind of wanted to get a little bit more energy on how they feel about you, but I pretty much already did that already because I was kind of looking at this hidden truth oracle. but I pretty much had already pulled energy of how they were feeling, like the whole feels like you're irreplaceable type energy. So we're gonna pull these because it kind of doesn't just give you a glimpse of this person's energy, but even what God is wanting to say to you in matters of your relationships or whatever the case may be. So it's kind of messages from them a bit, but it's not just solely that. Okay, so we're gonna pull like a few messages from here, and then that'll go ahead and conclude the collective. Don't forget to give me a follow if you haven't already, or you may never see my face again. If you guys do want to get on the list, going once, going twice before I get off a live, because when I finish pulling these, I'm going to go ahead and end the live. But this video will be uploaded to my YouTube. All right. This is the transformation card. Remember, we talked about that death energy, the death, the rebirth, the letting go, the endings, everything like that, but also transformation, that Scorpio energy. All right, so it says your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Remember, we had got that deepening energy. I don't think I fully read it out. I think I just came across it and then put it back. But in the deck that I just did, it says love conquers and transforms all things. Very much true. So maybe this is somebody who you went through like different stuff with that, you know, the average person would possibly feel like, oh, nah, honey, that relationship is doomed. Love somebody new. But I feel like, you know, when you love someone, you can really get over anything. I ain't gonna say anything, okay? But the typical things that people will probably, you know, break up for. I don't really want to mention other people or whatever. I couldn't really think fully. I knew what I felt, but I couldn't really make it into words what I wanted to say. And I actually said something that I was not trying to even say. But if you know, you know. If it resonates, you know. That's what I mean by if you know, you know. You'll take it how it resonates for you regardless. So let's see. Any last messages here for the collective? Soulmate came out in the reverse. I needed to lose you to love me. All right, on the back of the deck, look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as an ocean. All right, in this card we seen earlier, this is the sexual union card. It says, honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. Only take that how it resonates. I know a lot of you guys are in abstinence, celibacy, or you genuinely don't indulge in this type of stuff at all. So just take that how it resonates. All right. Life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. Literally what we was basically talking about earlier. When we resist change, we resist. I needed to lose you to love me. Okay. Going in of this, I needed to lose you to love me energy. Like, some things are literally happening for a reason. It's necessary. It's all a part of something, right? So if something was calling for you to end something, if a break was calling for you to happen, and then we try to prevent that because, nah, I want to, you're only getting in the way of something that can actually be worth your while, you know. A lot of times what we want is not what we need at this very moment. Life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow. You will be surprised where it leads. Literally. Now with this soulmate energy coming out in the reverse, some people read reversals in reverse, like the complete opposite of its upright position, or in a shadowed aspect of its upright position. Some people, when they see reversals, they just flip it on in upright and read it like that, right? We're going to read this in upright. It says, your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. Some of you guys, as we talked about before, with certain pessimistic thoughts. Certain pessimistic thoughts, you can't even form the idea to begin with or manifest something because of something prior, right? Not being able to even come into a thought, let alone physical existence, right? Or whatever the case may be. So if you automatically don't feel like true love is a thing, or believe that, and like whatever I'm trying to say, right? then it possibly will not actually come into fruition in your reality, in your life. Okay, we create our reality based on our beliefs, our thoughts, right? How we perceive things. So if you know you need to do work within that department, please do. Now, some of you guys, if I mentioned anybody in your spread, maybe it's not showing up as a soulmate energy. Maybe it's not a soulmate energy. Like, it could really be anything, right? But I allow you guys to say that how you would like, instead of me saying, well, this ain't a soulmate, right? Because it could really be anything, honestly. Now, snakes can also be significant. Valentine's Day, heart-shaped things, love overall. This energy is tying to power. The series Power is a TV show, can also be significant. It says you instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. Exactly. So if you feel like this person, like you guys once upon a time were in alignment and now you're not, and it just seems like intuitively or whatever the case may be, it just seems like you've outgrown something, you want something new, then surrender to that, you know. I lost my train of thought for whatever else I was going to say. All right, and then we have beloved, my beloved, friendship, and forgiveness, as well as healing. Okay. It says, when it comes to the matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. All right, this is this energy. Criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. This is this energy. Ooh. All right, white flowers, hearts, like whatever the case may be, most definitely could be significant. You know how when you get like this white tea and you dip it in like the dye, and then you create the shirt that looks like the what do they call them shirts? I don't know, but that's what I started seeing when I looked at that image. So really, a lot of these cards most definitely could be significant. It says, nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship, and your love life will dramatically improve. Everything is not just about lust and desire and all this stuff, child. And you know it'll make sense more when you see the people who try to normalize certain things and view things in a particular aspect. Like a lot of things was based on sex and all this other stuff, but in the most low vibrational way possible. So that's why I don't even broadcast the whole relationship outside of oneself thing. I mean, if that's how people, you know, if that's someone's reality and someone's reality, but it was so normalized, just like a lot of other things that should not have been, to the point to where I actually have this thought that you never know, like, where deeper, meaningful connections can be found. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Okay, I know what I'm feeling and what I know, but I just really can't bring it into words for some reason. All right, now this is the healing card. It says, imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. You can even do this with your inner child. You can do this with the relationship with your father, mother figures. You can do this with your partner, with your friends, like anything. It's not limited, right? Now, with this my beloved energy, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united, for love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. So I know this is a collective, so every single message may not be for all of you guys in one. Some of you guys may hear a message that's for you, while the other people are like, you know. So once again, just take it how it resonates, especially if you feel like you have this deeper union with one another. Then do know, I guess, in this space of separation, this can help you, you know, feel better when you think of things like in a spiritual aspect, like, oh, they're with me in the spirit, and, you know, whatever. All right, but I'm gonna go ahead and keep it to that. Of course, I do know there's many more things that wants to be said. We got to embrace here. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. So there's always many messages to give, but I'm gonna go ahead and keep it there, you guys. Alright, but I will see you in the next one. Don't forget, this video will be uploaded to my YouTube. If you want to get on the list before I get off of live, please let me know in the chat. $7 questions and $25 readings. Other than that, I'll return the collective's energy back to them. And I release my energy back to me. Thank you guys so much for contributing to the live. We made it to 13K likes. Remember that angel number 13 we seen earlier. If some of you guys feel more comfortable with asking yourself, what does this mean to you, then by all means. If others of you want to ask ChatGPT or whoever, I know they say ChatGPT it uses like our cooling system a lot or something. So I guess if you want to use a different AI generated app or website, or Google is fine as well. You can look up the angel numbers. I used to look at Joanne Sacred Scribes whenever I would look at my angel numbers. Now I possibly would just type it in on Google. Whatever, you know, resonates with you. You can do both. There's many ways, but I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your lifetime. If I end the live by the time you decide that you want to get on the list for anything, I don't just do readings. I am also a spiritual life coach, holistic consultant, multifaceted advisor. So I do give advice. I do life coaching sessions. I also work with children. So if you do want to schedule a free consultation, check out my website for more, you know, an in-depth description of what I provide. That is all there. There are also reviews on my website if you guys want to check that out as well. But yeah, if you're wanting to schedule anything with me, just please let me know. You can always DM me if you don't see me live, if you don't have my number or anything like that. But I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for joining.